Captain Insano shows no mercy.
Straight cash, homie.
Hold on to your butts.
Everybody, welcome back to the Basic Monsters Game Day Podcast. I'm Ivan Vargas. That's Luke Nettles. And I know there's 2 minutes left on the clock, Luke. It's funny right now because it's now 34-17. 34-17, and it's like, can you turn that down or whatever?
I don't have nothing going.
Oh, yeah, nothing going. It sounds like some booty shaking going on in the background.
Yeah, no, I don't have nothing going.
No, but anyway, no, they missed. They left 9 points out on the field, dude. There's Zerline, the kicker. What the fuck is that, man? You like, and to be honest, this falls on McCarthy. You got to know this. After the second one, I would have never let him go out for the third. Would have never let him go out for the third. You have to force. You have to force it at that point. You have to go ahead and put, press the issue, and they didn't do that, and they ended up paying for it because they left 9 points out on the football field on field goals. It's a different game. It's a 1 point game after that touchdown, unless they go for two. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I don't think they have enough. They don't have enough time, and they don't have. It's just to me the will of that defense is broken. The Ravens ran all over them all night long, and you saw. I didn't catch the offensive lineman that was yelling it, but he was like, "Easy money on that Dallas Cowboys defense." And you know what? He ain't lying because the Dallas Cowboys defense, like we said in the previous segments, dead last in run stopping.
And now you see why. They've run for almost 300 yards on the ground on them. They just can't get out of their own way. I don't know. You know, I don't know. I mean, you can't even say that it was because of the Dak thing. You know, like they came out beginning of the year just getting torched. Yeah. So I don't know what the disconnect is there in Dallas. Is it coordinator? Is it McCarthy? You know, what's going on down there? But yeah, dude, it's this team. I mean, Jerry better spend some money on the defensive side of the ball, or he's not going to get back to the playoffs anytime soon.
No, Lamar Jackson, 12 for 17, 107 yards passing with 2 touchdowns and a pick. Gus Edwards, 7 carries, 101, 14.4 yards a carry for Gus Edwards, over 100 yards today. Lamar Jackson, 13 carries, 94 yards and a touchdown, 7.2 yards a carry. J.K. Dobbins, 11 carries, 71 yards, a touchdown, 6.5. And Mark Ingram, the old man of the group, 6 carries, 28 yards, 4.7. That's incredible. That's incredible. I mean, that's incredibly good for that offense, that running game, but that's incredibly bad for the Dallas Cowboys defense. That's unbelievably bad. You allowed this team to rush for almost 300 yards, and you almost gave up. I mean, the game's not over if they get the ball back, but you almost gave up 300. Man, 30 more yards for Dobbins, 6 more yards for Lamar, and you gave up 300-yard rushers.
Yeah, I mean, from what I'm looking at right now, they're at 294. So, I mean, these are like Madden numbers. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, this is ridiculous. This is like the beginning of football numbers. Like you guys can't stop this. You know what I'm saying? Like these are kudos to the Ravens. They adjust. John Harbaugh. That's why he's a great coach. That's why he's a Super Bowl winner.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing.
He knows who they are. He knows where they're struggling.
Right.
And he knew where the Cowboys were lacking. You have to exploit it at those times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I mean, it still doesn't tell me much about my football team. You got 3 running backs. You got a quarterback that runs. I mean, they're going to get to a point where they're going to come across some teams, Steelers being one of them. And if they do make it to the playoffs, they're going to come across some teams that just have way better defenses, and they're not going to be able to run the ball. If I'm Harbaugh, I'm like, okay, cool, let's get a good lead, and then I'm going to start making them pass. Like, I'm not going to call any more running plays. Like, I want to see what you can do. I want you to get into we got to get into this, because it's going to come a time where we're down and we're not going to be able to run the ball for 9 minutes. We're going to have to get down and score points. So I mean, they've got their work cut out for them in Baltimore too. I mean, they made a bad team look bad. It's not hard to do, especially in the NFL. Once a team's, once they're to the point of no return, it's, it's like you said, the will is broken. So I don't know, man. I mean, yeah, hats off to the Ravens for doing what they did on the ground. But like I said, this still, if I'm Harbaugh, I'm nervous. I'm very nervous because I don't have a clue what my team can do when it comes to a passing. When they have to go pass heavy.
That's why they struggle coming from behind. That's why you don't see them, really putting the pedal to the metal until they get the lead on defense, at least. You saw the defense kind of, they gave up big plays. They're playing solid. Like they wanted to play a little aggressive, but when they did, and Andy Dalton, was able, and that line was able to hold, he found his open receivers. He was able to make some plays and get him in position to score. It's just like I said, 9 points. It's a different game right now. You know what I mean? Like it's a completely different ball game at 26-34 than it would be, right now at 34-17. Zerline, you gotta go. You gotta go. I mean, maybe you keep him because you got nobody else, but that he's done. He's done. Stick a fork in him. He's cashed. Blow the ball out because it's over, bro. Like I mean, that's inexcusable.
Yeah, I think Ocho Cinco's available.
Yeah, get him going. He's got a leg.
Well, I mean, yeah, he could kick. He had to kick that one time. So, that's just another black hole that Jerry has to venture in the offseason. The kicker's terrible. The defensive line, the linebackers. I mean, where do you start? I don't even know where you start anymore.
I mean, you got.
I think it's scheme, to tell you the truth. I don't think these guys are as bad as they're, playing at the moment. I think this is a scheme thing, and I look for they have to change it. They have to let somebody go, or they have to do something drastic, or else nobody on this team is going to get it.
There's got to be a shakeup. Got to be a shakeup. There absolutely has to be. And you know what? Like, not everybody, but you keep the guys that want to be Dallas Cowboy. I mean, I'm sure everybody's going to be like, yeah, I want to be a Dallas Cowboy. Yeah, because you're treated like royalty down there. You know what I mean? But are you going to play hard for the Dallas Cowboys? Are you going to go all out for the Dallas? That's what Jerry needs to find out. But Jerry needs to get out of his own goddamn way sometimes, because it just seems to me that for whatever he's found on offense, they are sorely lacking on defense. And I feel like he was trying to catch up on one side of the ball and forgot, oh, hey, the other side is getting along in the truth. The other side's lacking. The other side really hasn't been. I mean, when was the last time they were really dominant?
It's been a while, and I have another feeling that, let's just say that Dak, they don't give Dak what he wants, and he says, all right, I'm gone. I look for there to be a couple of other players, if not maybe 4 or 5 big ones that want to jump ship too. Because without Dak, like I said, I have a feeling that without Dak, Zeke's not going to want to be there either. And then once those two are gone, then you're really in trouble.
I could see Zeke taking the Le'Veon route.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to be like, look, get me the hell out of here. I'll save my leg. Like, I'm not going to run for this team that ain't going to go nowhere. Like, that's the thing. And I think you're going to see it a lot more. Like, when teams are in a position where it's like, man, we have this team, but we have, like, if you have part of what you need, right? And you got one part that's better than all the rest, and all the rest are good, but that one part is just right now, it's not. It's still very good for you, but it's just like with the rest of the team, it just doesn't really make sense. I think Zeke is that part that it's like he's perfect. Like he's our big back, our number one guy.
Mm-hmm.
But look at where you're at on defense. Where are you going to find that defense? Where are you going to get the draft picks to go ahead and try to rebuild?
Yeah.
Rebuild from development purposes or development standpoint.
Yeah, who's going to trade? Who's going to want to trade somebody that's hurt?
Yeah, I feel like you could get a lot coming back for Zeke right now.
Mm-hmm.
Don't wait another year because I feel like there's some teams that would benefit from having him. Yeah.
Oh yeah, especially even some in the division. I mean, don't let him slip away to a division guy, or at least even in the same conference. I mean, Zeke. I have a feeling that I don't know. We don't know what's going on down there in the Dallas clubhouse. Maybe things are way worse than they look. On the inside and the behind the scenes stuff.
Like I said, maybe we're just full of, maybe we're clueless and they're all having a good time down there. Being what they are at about to be 3-9. Maybe they're all having a gay old time. You know what I'm saying? Like I seriously doubt that. But you're right.
I mean, who's to say that they keep? Let's say Dak comes back, they sign him, they don't make any changes on defense, and Dallas comes back and goes to the playoffs and potentially Super Bowl next year. I mean, you never know. But I mean, when you see something this bad, I don't even know when the last time that Dallas, has won 3 games at this point in any season that I could really remember. Dallas, I mean, maybe a long time ago when I was a kid or something like that. But Dallas, if Dallas finishes with let's say they only win these 3 games the remainder of the season, I don't know when the last time Dallas has done that, and that is not going to sit well with Jerry and his art collection down there in Dallas.
Jerry's not happy. I'll tell you that much. You know that for a fact. Jerry's not happy. I mean, injuries, but you can only point at those so much. Like your team, like you had your guys out there. Some of your guys out there on defense tonight, they weren't doing it. You know what I'm saying? They weren't doing it. So, all right, man. I'm tired of shit. I'm gonna go ahead and go lay down. I need to get some rest. But anyway, guys, this has been the Basement Monsters Game Day podcast on Sports Zone Chicago. Ravens beat the Cowboys 34-17. They run all over them, ran wild on them. It was a close game for a while. I thought Dallas had, had them right where they wanted them, and here came the kicker.
Wide, he'll be going tomorrow.
Wide to the left.
Right.
Right. It was rough for Zerline. But anyway, guys, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Until next time, I'm Ivan Vargas. That's Luke Nettles. This has been the Basement Monsters Game Day podcast on Sports Zone Chicago.
Captain Insano shows no mercy.
Straight cash, homie.
Hold on to your butts.